There we go. Now you can hear my voice. I wasn't sure. Sorry about that. But, well, good day to one and all. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Happy Tuesday. Adrian Burrow, Francilia Mosley, Annie Bullard, Church Nellie, Francilia Mosley, Dara Edgehill, Gracie M. Fimwabi, Sister and Cece wants to say hi. Let me help that out. Okay, and who else? Oh, why don't I cheat? I'll use Sistren's thing here. Hello, Baron, Church Nellie, Lydia, Connie, Annie, Miranda, Gift Love, Fancy, Lorna, Black Queen, Adrian, Joan Garcia, I bet. And who else? Rochelle, Patricia S., Dolores, Jennifer, Verida, and Francilia. Okay. All right, that made it easy for me. I can Lucy Highland. Hello, Lucy Highland. Nice that you're here. Adara Miller. I like that name. Cool. All right, Lucy Wynn is here, right? Miss S is here. No? Yes? I see Miss Robbins. All right. Okay, cool. Then let us begin. Oh wow, already 300 people here. So, you all were getting kind of nervous, and it's not a done deal yet. But as let's see, Mitt Romney, Olympia Snow, was it? And somebody else. Anyway, three of the Republicans are using some common sense, and they decided to hop on board and endorse, or not endorse, but vote yay for Katanji Brown. Oh my goodness. And still I can't get that name out. Oh man, let me cheat and go take a look. Gosh, I always mess that up. But anyway, that's because she's not a controversial figure. That is because she's a very capable jurist, and I think she is going to make an extraordinary Supreme Court justice who just happens to be of African American descent. Not that that's the point, but is she's going to make history, and she is more than qualified for the job. As a matter of fact, if you compare her resume to the other members of the High Court, you'll see that she's going to be extraordinary. And I'm it's too bad she won't be the Chief Justice, but it's okay. We'll take what we can get, right? Kataji something Brown, Kataji, yes, right. Let me check. I'm sure somebody is helping me out right now. Um, Nobody, huh? Let me scroll. Wow, you got Katanji Brown Jackson. That's right. Thank you. Oh, I tell you, you guys are just like the co-host, and I'm just here pushing buttons. So, by the way, um, one of the squatties sent me something that they thought I should be made aware of. I won't say the squattie's name, but it was very, very thoughtful. As you know, I'm as busy as a cat covering up poop while I'm working, and I don't even see half of the comments. And sometimes it's just as well because you guys are chatting it out with each other. Sometimes people are socking it to me. Um, but Ozell Dunlap said, "Congratulations, Baron. I am so proud of you. Thanks for giving someone like this old lady something to watch, believe, and enjoy." That is so sweet. I love that. I love that. And I'm so sorry I missed it. And I am also very sorry that I am so far behind on the comments. As you know, the channel has grown and grown and grown, and it's so difficult to keep up with them because going through the comments for one video, that's like sometimes an entire hour of reading and responding to these things, which mostly I respond with a heart, just to let you know that I have seen it and that, you know, I'm just acknowledging. It doesn't mean I agree or disagree. Unless you say you think I'm incredible, then of course I agree. I'm always going to take your side on that one. Always, exclusively. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yes, I am effing wonderful, wonderful. So, if that is hanging in the balance, I am most likely likely. Listen to me, likey. I am most likely in agreement with you, tenfold. Connie Bomber. There you are. And the channel is still growing till we take over the world. You said it, not me. I mean, not that that's not my intentions, but yeah, you said it, not me. Yeah, that's right. I am completely modest and beyond reproach, whatever that means. I am completely beyond reproach. Or is it approach? Reproach. Yes, that's what I am. Whatever that means, I'm sure that's what I am. But you know what? We are going to be in for such a great time. It is April 5th. The Invictus games start on the 16th, is it? Or is it the 12th to the 16th? Or is it the 16th to the whatever it is soon, and we are going to be in a great mood for the duration of that, plus some days overlapping that. No matter what the haters, the derangers, whatever the tabloid media throws at us, we are not going to let that bother us. We're gonna, I mean, we're gonna be so proud. Our behind is gonna be up on our shoulders, so our chests are gonna be sticking out. So it doesn't matter. Nothing can hurt us. So that being said, as I said to you guys, yeah, you all were so nervous about the hearings and everything. I said, don't worry. She's going to get her confirmation. It is just a matter of formality. We have those Republican senators that have committed to her candidacy or her nomination, if you will, for the Supreme Court. Remember, she's already on the appellate court. I think that's just below the Supreme Court because you have the federal circuit court, right? And then you have the appellate court. And then if those two are not able to give you whatever justice, then I believe next is the Supreme Court. So um, she's in there. She's in there. So don't worry. It's just a formality. Yes, anything can and will go wrong. We have no control over these things. But I still say now what I said then, that is going to happen, and don't worry about it. So we're there. We're there. So lower your shoulders, take a deep breath. Perhaps let me see. What else can you do here? Oh, why don't you try sipping some tea? Have a sip of tea that will relax your nerves. And let's move on, shall we? Okay, so Phyllis Johnson says, hello to everyone, Squatties and Baron. I am so glad to hear all these wonderful podcasts. These podcasts I look forward um, the brighten my day and our new woman black judge. Yes, Justice, what y'all just say she was? Kataji Brown Jackson. Got it. Yes. Justice Kataji, no, Katanji Brown Jackson. I told you, I got this. I got this. Um, Worry not, squatties, for I have this. I got this in the bag. Yeah, so that's all. That's a done deal. So just don't worry about it. We're there. She's there, and she'll be our next Supreme Court justice. But she'll be the justice not just for some people, but for all the people. Is very important that we have to be as inclusive with this as possible, just so that there is no misunderstandings. It is one for all for one, one nation, indivisible, and etc. So again, I would like to say thank you to Ozell Dunlap for that kind compliment. And if you have also said something similar to that and I missed it, I do apologize. But like I said, there's a lot going on with this. If this was a radio show, there would be a producer and maybe somebody else. But when we're doing these live streams, it is a lot of work for one person because you have to keep an eye on a few things and you have to hope that StreamYard is going to cooperate or that you have a good signal. And up until the point when I say go live, I'm just, a bundle of nerves. So that's my day. And I appreciate it and I'm glad for it because you guys have been incredibly supportive throughout this process and you have not only seen the numbers grow, but you possibly have seen me grow as a person, I hope. And all of those things mean the world to me. So very good. So just a couple more photos. Yes, and you know what? I can't help but say it, but I'm just like, gosh, she reminds me of Gladys Knight. I don't know why. She just reminds me of Gladys. I think it's the smile just reminds me of Gladys Knight. And so from time to time when I'm reading stories about her and such, I'm always, ready to break into Midnight Train to Georgia. But I think that's a compliment. Because I love Gladys Knight, and I think she is just not only soulful with her music, but she's also just a great person. So, um, yeah. Gladys Knight and the Supreme Court justices. So yeah, okay. Then there is this one just sharing a couple I just love her smile. I just love her smile. Sometimes people just have that smile that makes you feel very warm, and that's what I get from her. I don't know. I just if I was ever to face her as a judge, whatever she said, I'd be like, you know what, you're right. I was wrong. I apologize to the state or to the country, whatever. I throw myself on the mercy of your smile or on the court. So that's it. That's it. I will just throw myself on the mercy of that warm, engaging smile, and I will just accept whatever justice you deem necessary. And I apologize and I move on. Unless I was making fun of Prince Charles's emotional support, Camilla, or unless I was making fun of the longest face in all of the British Islands. As a matter of fact, I thought this was one of the islands, or unless I was making fun of the air hostess, or I was making fun of Dr. Joyce Jazz, one of the most critical thinkers of our time, or unless I was making fun of the incredible unedible egg, or unless I was making fun of Lord Nappyhead, or I was making fun of the Royal Rota, or I was making fun of the Gangsta Gan. Well, you get my point. Or I was making fun of that little troll doll. That I am going to have to appeal. But anything else, I will accept my punishment. So anyway, congratulations in advance to Judge uh, Brown Jackson, and I'm here for it. I'm looking forward to everything. And when she's sworn in, I tell you that is going to be an incredible day. I imagine, I imagine that the Vice President of the United States will. I think that the vice president will be the one to swear her in. I don't know. Well, no, or maybe it is the chief justice that does the oath, but it would be really nice if it was Kamala Harris. But I think it is actually the chief justice that administers the oath of office. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. So I pray to God there's no like hiccups along the way. I'm hoping somebody hands Lindsey Graham some pearls to grab or whatever, and let's make this a done deal. Give Mitch McConnell some of that good Kentucky bourbon or something, whatever it takes. Let's just get her done, and let's get um the Justice Kataji Brown Jackson on the bench. Okay, so just so you know, this was posted on the Archwell website. New National Women's Law Center reports that big word, the devastating impact of the pandemic on women. So, because of the pandemic, there's still like 1.1 million women or more, that's just what we're counting, that have not returned to the workplace. So, if you would like to know how to help, you could either go to the National Women's Law Center, Justice for Her, Justice for All is their motto. You could either go to their website, or if you want to make sure that you got the right website, go to the Archwell website and look for the links as to how you can help, because there's still a great deal of disparity between women who desire to go back into the workforce but are unable to because of the pandemic. Maybe they lost a partner, maybe they're caring for a parent or something like that, plus their children. Whatever the case may be, there are reasons why some women have not been able to return to the workplace, and there are things that we all can do to help. So if you are interested in learning more and even possibly helping, there is a way to do that. So, okay. That is what is in the oh, all right, then let's just get this out the way. Uh, I don't know if this is bad news, but it's one of those things where I think it just cannot be good. Elon Musk, who seems to have gone to the same barber that Kim Jong Un, I think they have the same barber. But this guy is as nutty as a fruitcake. I mean, he's not exactly an evil genius, but I want to say that I like him as a person, but sometimes I'm just not sure where he's coming from. And anyway, so he's bought a big stake of Twitter. I think they said he invested $73 million or something of that effect, which gives him a 14%, I believe, ownership of the company. And he was fast tracked to the board of directors. This is not a good thing. And the reason why I say it is not a good thing is because, as much as the right wing media loves to refer to Twitter as woke, in particular, the tabloid media and the Fox Newses and such, they love to refer to what do you call it, to the Twitter as being woke. It my thing is this: if you have a platform like Twitter, if you have an account on Twitter, or perhaps let's say you are one of the stakeholders of Twitter, you have a duty, you have an implied duty to the rest of us to make sure that that platform is not being used to, sway elections or put people's lives in danger through bullying campaigns and such. You have this implied duty. And of course, they may be under jurisdiction of the FCC. I don't know. See what I mean? See what I mean? I mean, not much daylight between them. Evil genius meets the evil genius. See? I mean, I'm not. Which one is Elon? Which one is Elon? I don't know. Can you help me out? Which one is Elon? Because to me, um, they look like twins, separated at birth, except for one is an evil genius and the other is so far just a genius. So you tell me. I can't tell them apart. All I know is both of them are changing the world using technology. One is using, of course, a technology company to change the way people are driving to and from the workplace and such. And the other is building a massive amount of ballistic missiles, some capable of reaching as far as Washington, D.C. Other than that, they're pretty much alike. Oh, by the way, I don't know how I missed this, but see what I mean? When I'm working, I kind of miss stuff. But just getting in. Who are we talking about today? Sister and okay, you saying hi to some people. Hello, Sean. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Tuesday to you. Right now, we are discussing Elon Musk leveraging his way into the Twitter world. He has vowed to create his own platform or, you know, social media company. And instead of doing that, he has actually driven up the shares of Twitter by 6%. Good God, I'm on top of it today, ain't I? Madison Bonaparte, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And happy Tuesday to you as well. Okay, so that is what's going on. Like I said, I'm not sure that this is a good thing. It makes me kind of nervous because Elon Musk is very reactive and a bit of a loose cannon, as evident by the fact that one day he woke up and went to his barber and say, "Give me the Kim Jong Un, will you?" Sure, but who does that? But a genius or evil genius. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, you know what, guys? Because of Twitter, we were stuck with that horrible president. And I'm just going to say it. I had someone who was on Patreon that told me that ever, if I ever mention Donald John Trump again, they would withdraw their support for this channel. And I told that person, kiss my black behind. No, I didn't say that, but that's what I was thinking. Um, Bye, Felicia. I don't care. I didn't vote for him. I don't like him, and I hope he never makes it back to Twitter. And God help us if he ever makes it back to the White House. And for those of you who don't like Sleepy Joe, Forgetful Joe, I'm sorry, but I would rather have him, who I feel is a decent, good man, than somebody who causes Asian people to get punched in the face walking down the street minding their business. As far as I'm concerned, draw a line from his mouth to their face. Or the one that I couldn't sleep for 3 days when a school of mostly Latino children went to a mostly white school for a basketball game, and they were sent back to their homes crying because the kids were yelling, "Build that wall, build that wall." The kids from the mostly white school was yelling, "Build that wall." Gee, I wonder where they got that from. So stuff like this, yes, it is important. So, Elon Musk, if you can hear my voice, if you are a fan of Royal Sussex or a hate watcher, first things first, get rid of the haircut and please do not change the rules at Twitter. Please don't do that. Please do not invite that monster back onto the airwaves. Okay, so your comments, please. Your comments. Barron, he won't be president again. His rallies are full of the same old paid people. He's not as popular that you think. I hope not. Gosh, I hope not. But there's a lot of people who would love to have that type of lack of leadership back. Um, I'm not. Let me see. I'm not addicted to Twitter, so if misinformation leader returns as a result of Musk, I will do what I did to Facebook. Leave. I know that's right. Let me see. Donald Orange Butt's portrait won't make it to the White House. Has anyone seen it? Oh, I have not seen it. I wasn't even sure he had one. And there was never an official unveiling of the Obama's portrait at the White House because the Trumps did not invite them, and I'm not even sure they would have gone anyway. But that is a tradition for there to be an unveiling for the last administration or the, you know, past president and their spouse or partner to have the unveiling of their portraits, and that did not happen. So, you know, it's not likely that I'm choosing my words. He's not going to. The Orange Menace probably won't return for any unveiling himself, nor will he likely be invited. I hope. Let me see. I agree, Carolyn Mentor. All of our private information that the duck didn't sell the first time would most certainly be leaked now. Yeah. Yeah, please stick with the Tesla. Please stick with the Tesla. Um, have to disagree with you about Forgetful Joe. He is about as worse, if not more evil than Trump, Both Republicans and Democrats have one thing in common: they both hate black people. Well, Lonnie Harris, I'm sorry you feel that way. I really am. But I stick by what I said. I would rather have Sleepy Joe, Forgetful Joe, Joe who's made some terrible mistakes in the past. I can't judge the man by who he was. I'm only saying who he is right now. He said that there will be a Supreme Court justice that is of African American descent. He's not running for reelection right now. Um, and who knows? He may not ever run again. He's possibly may or he may not. But um, African Americans put him in there, and he has repaid that um, handsomely by appointing that a nominee. So whatever, I'll stick with Joe. I voted for him, and I would likely vote for him again. Let's see what else. Daughter speaks today to Congress. Like, see if they can get some truth from her. Oh yeah, she. mm. They are all. They are all, and I do mean this. The whole Trump family is nothing but a bunch of grifters. They grift and grift and grift, and it's astounding that. And this is why the Daily Mail keeps attacking the Bidens, because the real grifters, the ones who made so much money when they got to the White House, I mean, literally made so much money with the access afforded to them. I think anybody else would pale in comparison. Nope. Okay, so President Obama didn't want his portrait, I guess, hanged when that fool was in the office. I love Joe and didn't care who and don't care who don't rather. If hated black folks, why is his vice president black? Exactly. Um, when Joe was in trouble, if I recall, it was the Obamas that bailed him out. Just like when Prince Harry was in trouble, it took an African American, an unlikely circumstance. It took an African American to bail him and his family out when he was in trouble, when he was at risk. His family was saved by an African American. And likewise, when Joe Biden was about to mortgage his home to pay for his son's medical treatment, among other things, it was the Obamas that bailed them out. So, you know, I'm glad that some of you all have your opinions for or against. I mean, it's your prerogative, but like I said, I stand by what I did on election day last time. Let me see. You see, there are people who think that if he gets back to the White House, you better all pray very hard, because if all these senators are following him, there will be a battle at the next election. I mean, let's just think about January 6th. January 6th. I just don't think that anybody else would have been capable of that. January 6th. And with that, you know what? I'm ready to move on. That's it. January 6th. That's all that needs to be said about that topic. January 6th. Okay, radio host gets fired after woke mob complained about her tweet joking that Kamala Harris' brown suit looked like UPS uniform. Now, believe it or not, I don't actually agree with the fact that she was terminated. I think that was a bit harsh, only because there was someone who referred to the Sussex's child as a primate who got to keep his job. I think this was a very dumb joke. It was dumb. It was clumsy. And I tell you one thing, though, even though I don't agree with her getting terminated, and I don't know all the circumstances, but this may have been something that was like leading up to something worse, and they just decided to stop it before it even went further. But let me tell you something. This girl was probably not saying things that were much worse. I just get that vibe. I just get that vibe. She couldn't say what she wanted to say about the vice president of the United States on a day when I think every woman should have supported the idea that a woman has made history by appearing at the State of the Union. I think that she would have said worse if she thought she could have got away with it. So I I'm sorry she was terminated. I don't agree with her being terminated, but I can't help but think that she was probably priming or actually holding back from saying something much worse. I just get that feeling. She just gives me that vibe. By saying something about her brown suit looking like UPS, imagine what she was really thinking. Imagine what twisted humor that she has shared amongst her colleagues at work or otherwise that she didn't say on the radio. See, when they say something really stupid like that, they're holding back. They are holding back. There is something much worse that was coming down the pike, and they just lost their nerves and wouldn't say it. So, too bad. I'm sorry it happened, but bye, Felicia. Bye bye. That's a wrap. Bye bye. Just because she didn't like the vice president's outfit, I don't think she should have been fired, but she looks like she would shade any black or brown person. I'm getting that feeling, Carolyn. I'm getting that feeling. It was a stupid thing to say. It was really stupid. It was, I mean, if you're going to make a joke, please make sure it's funny. Make sure it's funny. I mean, what is there about a brown suit that triggered you? What is it about seeing a woman of color in a brown suit that triggered you? Hmm. I mean, just looking at her, I'm getting that imitation of life vibe from her. I don't know her, but I'm getting imitation of life from her. Um, but and maybe that's why she feels as though she needs to go after people. It's because she has that imitation of life vibe. I don't know. I don't know this woman. I didn't look into her background, but and I really don't care. So, you guys say Kay Costello says, yes, Baron, radio host was probably fired on other insensitive jokes and statements, not the UPS uniform comparison. Kay Costello, that is brilliant. I'm getting that feeling too. She was testing the waters. Yes, 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 as I pound my fist on the table. To see what she could get away with. Ah, bright eyes, you really are bright. Yes, that's exactly what was happening. UPS should put her on permanent timeout. I think they have. No, but actually the radio station did, of course. Let me see. Sometimes US women are the worst. Instead of celebrating another woman's milestone, history making, she went gutter rat mode. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. And it's a real shame. It's a real shame because as I said some time ago, actually I think I replied to someone in the live chat. Um I don't know if it's deliberate that is or if it's just something that is in someone's nature that they are pitting women against one another based upon their ethnicity or based upon their socioeconomic level, whatever it is, it needs to stop because believe me, if there were more women in the highest offices of the land in more countries, we could practically eliminate war. If we had more mothers, if we had more mothers considering what happens to a child when you send them off to war or when you create some type of famine or conflict, I believe that we could almost end war as we know it. I mean, it just it needs to happen. It really needs to happen. Amazing things happen when women are given a chance to lead. So I'm hoping that we'll see more of that and not less, because right now this right wing movement across the Western world with people like Marie Le Pen and such, um, for example, and all of these, just like Trumpers, it is making things so much worse than it could possibly be. So yeah, I hope that's something that changes soon. Okay, let me look at a couple more comments here. Uh, just made me choke on my Dr. Pepper. Well, you see what I'm seeing though, don't you? You see it. Um, mhm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, you see what I'm seeing. Um, yeah, I'm getting that imitation of life. Let's see. I got to tell you a funny story about that movie. I was watching Imitation of Life with a friend, and it was like one of those late night movie marathons, and I fell asleep at a certain part of the movie. And at the time, they were living off the kitchen, and they were still poor, and what was her name? The actress that played Lana Turner. Lana Turner was still a struggling actress, and I fell asleep. And when I woke up, they had this marvelous home with all these rooms and these Hollywood and Broadway friends and such. I was like, how long was that sleep? I woke up, and next thing I know, it was the lifestyles of the rich and famous. I had never seen the movie before, and when I fell asleep, they were poor, and when I woke up, it was like they had just got the mother of all scratch offs. I was like, where did she buy her ticket from? I was so confused. I think I slept for like 5 minutes, and when I woke up, they were rich. Made me want to go back to sleep and see what my chances are. So, yeah, the original version was with Claudette Colbert, and I saw an interesting I guess it was documentary about the movie, or it was mentioned in the documentary where there was this scene where um, Claudette Colbert goes upstairs to her part of the house, and I forgot who played the help, the maid or whatever. She went downstairs. It was almost as though the person who directed the movie or whoever put the movie together was actually giving us some type of metaphor about the way these women live their life. The white woman goes upstairs, Claudette Colbert, and the African American woman goes downstairs into the, you know, lower part of the house. So that was very, very interesting. It was all Art Deco and in black and white and everything. So I've always said I want to see the original movie just so that I could take that in. But let's see. I don't understand why women in position don't celebrate one another. It is a mystery. It is a mystery. It's a real shame too. It's unfortunate that even today we still I don't know what the motivation is for the women that are challenging, are even worse toward a woman trying to climb the I guess the ladder up in power to try to break that glass ceiling. I don't know why it is so important to them to tear that woman down. But if you guys remember what Madeline Albright said, who just passed away, someone I really admired, and mind you, when I say that I admire people or I support people, I don't look at that person as perfect. And I trust me, I'm not naive and I'm nobody's fool. I know that some of the mistakes that they've made. Like for instance, Hillary Clinton. I'm ride or die with Hillary. I know all of Hillary's faults, but as long as those values that are important to me are in alignment with the way I live my life and some of the causes I support, because trust me, if I ran for office, I would fall short just like anybody else. And you might not like everything about me. And once you are vetted, once you are vetted by the public as well as by the FBI and such, there's always going to be that something. So um, everybody comes with their own BS. That's just a fact of life. Everybody comes with their own BS, and there's no way to get around that. So while there's this ideal image of what we expect a leader or a person of whatever office to be, that person does not exist. Do you hear me? That person does not exist. There's a human being behind the suit or the dress, just like you, just like me. So I don't know what to say. If you think that there's an ideal person, I say grow up because there's not. They're humans just like you. Okay, Diane Hawkins says Chris Shipwreck already landed at The Hague early, so he cannot report on the irrelevant Sussexes who he vowed he would never talk about again. Leaves me wondering when again starts. Thank you for that update, Diane Hawkins. Thank you for the update. Um, Jazz Hands feared Meghan, not only her beauty and grace, but because she has brains and a sense of humor. Jazz Mumble is still learning to speak. Listen, you all, I don't want you to blame me if y'all get in trouble because I think I'm having a really, really bad effect on you all. I'm kind of rubbing off on you because you all are being shady today. Like I said, I stopped watching Housewife franchise shows because Andy Cohen got rich in women trying to make another woman's life a living hell with fighting, gossip, and pure lying. You know, Teresa Wiseman, I never watched those, but I do know of them and I've seen like little snippets of it. So I didn't realize that Andy Cohen was a host of any of those franchises until recently. I saw him like, you know, someplace I've seen him, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. But yeah, it is. You know, when I heard Maury Povich was finally retiring, the only thing I could think of is what took so long. The impact that some of these nasty, snarky, cruel people have on America's psyche cannot be underestimated. I mean, it is a certain voyeurism that is detrimental to the collective psyche of this nation. Good God, what is in this coffee? Did I just say that? I'm going to take another sip and see what happens. Did I just say that? I mean, who am I? Hello, Ivy here. Huh? Who am I? What am I doing? Where did that come from? Where am I? Huh? Y'all didn't know I had it in me. Y'all thought I was just another pretty face, didn't you? Okay. When when Kate speaks, I never know what she's talking about. You know, she fakes that accent. That's not the way she really sounds. She tries to sound posh, but she ain't posh. Uh, she ain't. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me get this right. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let me take one more sip. Okay, okay, ready? She ain't aristocratic. She's an air host daughter. uh, that was he ain't heavy. He's my brother. Well, she's an air host daughter. Oh my goodness. Let me stop that. It doesn't matter that she's an air host daughter. It matters that she acts like an air host. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, I got to stop because I'm telling you, I have gotten paranoid. I have grown paranoid from making fun of that Carol Middleton. I have gotten paranoid. Every time I hear someone dragging a suitcase, I'm constantly thinking that that is Carol Middleton dragging that beverage trolley or pushing that beverage trolley from the airline, and that she's going to run me over with it. So the paranoia is kicking in. And if you ever hear that I was found on the ground somewhere with like tire treads all over me, it probably wasn't a car. It was probably a beverage cart. It was probably a very angry former air hostess um, that has had enough of my mouth. That is probably what has happened to me. So I'm telling you, if something happens, um, just tell my peeps, okay? Because it might be a very angry air hostess that has taken me down, or former air hostess. Okay, so we are going to change gears just a little bit, only a little bit. Okay, Kamala, Kamala, Kamala Harris. As they said, F around and find out. Well, Kamala Harris was, I would say, not severely insulted, but she was working her way up to it. And this is just a series of insults against the current vice president of the United States. Again, this is the first woman to hold the position of vice president. As high as women have been able to climb in the executive branch of the United States government was Secretary of State, and that would have been Madeleine Albright was the first, and then Hillary Clinton was the second. Oh no, I'm sorry. Madeleine Albright was first, and then there was Rice, that Rice person. What's her name? Condoleezza Rice, and then Hillary Clinton. And as for men, the first African American man to hold that position was Colin Powell, and I believe the first Jewish American to be a Secretary of State was Henry Kissinger. So some of those people are more controversial than others. I'd rather not get into it right now because we'll be here all day. But so there you have it. That's the best way my memory of history can serve me right now. Okay, so Baron, you can say that what you want about Mumbo's mama. She's going to be Queen Mom. Sonia Johnson, I've been saying that, and everybody keeps telling me, Baron, you don't understand. It don't work like that. I don't care how it works. They are going to start calling her Queen Mom. That is so funny. One of my favorite things about watching Tina and Michelle is when Michelle does that. It doesn't matter how it went. When Michelle does that voice, I tell you, that destroys me. Give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. when Michelle does that boy, when she does that voice, I'm telling you, I am as weak as water. That tickles me so bad. I can't take it. That is the funniest thing to me is when Michelle does that voice. I mean, I wait the entire um live stream hoping to hear Michelle do the act that I it doesn't take much to make me happy. That one gets me every time. Oh, yeah. You know what, John Garcia? I'm telling you, you don't know how many days I have wanted to um cuss a couple of people out. And I figured, why don't I just upload Tina doing it, and then I won't get in trouble for it, except for the fact I'm sharing it. But I love them. I love them both. And it's not just that. I mean, they bring a lot of receipts and such, and that's always valuable. But I love it. I see a lot of thumbs up, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. When Michelle does that, I'm no good. I'm as weak as water. So Kamala looks like a UPS employee. What can Brown do for you? Nothing good, apparently. Uh no, Amber. 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 I'm gonna say it like a valley girl. Amber. No, Amber. No, you didn't, Amber. Over the past 2 weeks, I have received a lot of questions about why I haven't been on WMALDC, which I suppose is the radio station. I was not sick or on vacation. Uh, they fired me for making a R-word joke about Kamala Harris' State of the Union outfit. I was fired for a joke about Kamala Harris outfit. Uh, Baby sister girl, I think it goes a lot deeper than that. I know it. You know it. And it happened. Move on. And you have effed around and found out. So it's done. They saved you from something a lot worse. Trust me. There was a lot worse. There was something worse coming. And as far as I'm concerned, they saved you from even further humiliation. Keep my vice president's name out your MFing mouth. Woo! Wonder where I got that from. All right. Um Again, this is a trend, especially with the tabloid media. The tabloid media, uh, Lord Nappyhead's papers and others, they just keep going on and on. What is it about this African American woman of Asian descent, of African descent, Jamaican descent? What is it about her that triggers you? Why do y'all keep messing with her? Couldn't buy American. Kamala Harris spent $500 on Carper cookware at store when she was in Paris, including a serving dish that cost a whopping $367. Well, as Vice President of the United States, and as someone who has served as Attorney General in the state of California, as well as what, Senator? I mean, she's had a pretty interesting resume and she's worked very hard her entire life. Uh, what are you trying to say? It's that same theme about a woman of color that she's not supposed to have nice things. It's that same voice. I'm hearing that same voice that kept saying things like, oh, I think Doria's gonna move in. Doria can't wait to be at the Frogmore Servants Cottage. Yeah, Doria was gonna leave the sunny California with palm trees and, you know, the ocean and all that kind of stuff. She was going to leave California so that she can get in on that grift that her daughter is on to try to bankrupt the people of the United Kingdom by moving into a grade two listed servants' quarters, a house that looks like a collection of soap boxes bound together. That is the part of that diabolical scheme that they're going to use to pull all the wealth out of this sovereign state and take it back to America. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm thinking. That's what happened when the British went to Africa and to Asia and to India and to the Americas. That's how did I get that wrong? It wasn't what Doria was going to do, it's what they've done. Uh-huh. So I done knocked myself out the live stream. I don't know if y'all noticed the difference. I didn't accidentally knock myself out the live stream. Thank goodness I didn't end the broadcast, but I'm back. Whew, that was scary. But anyway, I know I'm back. Oh boy, that I didn't got all hot just a second. Okay, and you know what? I have lost all of my I have lost my my what did I just do? Oh, okay. I got it back. There we go. I was on this one. Nope. Um I was on this one. There we go. Okay, that was scary. No, was I on that one? No. Where the heck was I? Oh, okay. I was on this one. Wait, 2. Well, thank you, Sean. I'm having a bit of a crisis here. I have knocked myself out the live stream. Note to self, don't do that again. Okay. Oh, number 2 is up. So I guess I was still on number 1. Yes. There we go. I was on number 1 still. Okay, Amber was using brown for the outfit, but was subliminal to her skin color. But she thought she was so smart until she's smart and unemployed. Exactly, Sean. That is a brilliant analytical thought that you have just given us, that she was actually being subliminal. I didn't think of it that way, but you know what? That is right on the money. I take my hat off to you. Thank you for that brilliant insight. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex, and thank you for the super chat. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And Teresa Weissman, thank you likewise for a super sticker. Happy Tuesday to you, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, so with that minor crisis I just had, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so it was the cookware thing. That was upsetting, right? But it's a trend. And that's why when we say that it's not just about Harry and Meghan, it certainly is not only about Harry and Meghan. It is not just about Meghan. It's about principle, especially when it involves women, and in particular when it involves women of color. Got that? You can put it in any order that you choose. It doesn't really matter, but there is a cultural revolution going on with this right wing movement to call everything political, to call out everything. Do you know just yesterday that one of the tabloids decided to challenge the vice president of the United States because She was in a group of people, children rather. She was with children who are people too, of course. She was standing in a classroom of children, all of whom were wearing their mask. Now, I guarantee you, it's a greater likelihood that the vice president of the United States has actually had a test for the pandemic. I can't say the C word. It's a greater chance that she has actually taken the test before she put her face in the face of children compared to this person. Or, let me get there, this person. Yes, I'm going there. This person, and so on. Is a better chance that the vice president of the United States has had a test, a recent test, before she has gone and stood in front of a classroom full of children compared to this person. And that is what makes me so mad. I'm sick of it. Do you hear me? Sick! I'm sick of it. They had the nerves, and that was Lord Nappyhead's paper. They had the nerves to challenge the vice president of the United States to try to call her out for not wearing a face mask in a classroom full of children, which we know that somebody who not only has been around many people, especially this one. First, this one gets sick again, and this one gets sick again. And then this one had the nerves to go in a classroom and put that mug of hers in front of children, talking to them. But Lord Nappyhead's paper would rather do a aha gotcha moment with the vice president of the United States, which I guarantee you took a test before she stood in front of those children, compared to, oh, I don't know, this person who likely did not take a test before he stood in front of his mummy, only for her to get sick 4 days later, and then them to lie and say that there was some outbreak at Windsor Castle. I wonder who the outbreak, who was the originator of the outbreak. Let me see. Uh, uh, Charles. Excuse me. Charles. Oh, I'm sorry. Where is it? Charles. I don't know where that's coming from, but somebody gave it to her. Charles. Somebody gave it to her. So keep my vice president's name out your mouth. And that goes for you too, Lord Nappyhead. I mean, I am really, really outraged by it. And oh, you just don't know. You just don't know. With everything going on in Narnia, the tabloids have nothing better to do than to stick their faces in American politics. And some troll that the Mod Squad managed to block before I gave them the permanent block had the nerves to say, I don't understand why an American is trying to tell us about our country and if I can do the Michelle voice, if you don't mind. I don't know why an American is trying to tell. Woo! Okay, I can't do it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, sorry for the meltdown, you guys, but I'm so exhausted with their nonsense. Yes, this woman of color went to Paris, and yes, as a very practical souvenir, she comes back with some cookware. And then, of course, Kamala's a bully. They tried that around Christmas time. Um, but let's change gears a bit. I hope you guys don't mind. We're going to change gears. Okay, so changing gears. Let's do this. Sorry if I'm missing your comments, but I am just outraged. William's envy over Harry's royal appointment exposed amid claims is it was vice versa. All I can say is in your dreams. In your dreams. I know the Express loves to be the great provocateur with these blaring headlines, which, I managed to lift this off of Twitter. I didn't even read the story. I kind of don't even need to read it. Um, when Harry was appointed Commonwealth Youth Ambassador, it was widely reported that William was so jealous and angry he refused to attend Commonwealth events that year. And let me see, you'll be hard pressed to find that information now scrubbed. Now, Busy Royal posted that. That's where I got it from, Busy Royal. Yeah, you'd be hard pressed. It's a lot. This is why we have to keep receipts. And so I started unpacking receipts today in response to this. I started unpacking some receipts of my own just to, see where the receipts would take me. Every so often I'll do that. I'll try to decide where will the receipts take me, right? And by the way, thank you, Marcia Delvies for the super sticker. And thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. And again, I'm so sorry if I missed your comments. But as you can see, they are coming fast and furious. Now this other one, I have to try to. It's you can see it's very difficult to see that Prince William was envious and something that's blocked by the watermark. Younger brother appointed as the Commonwealth Youth Ambassador, according to unearthed reports, despite recent claims that Prince Harry often resented how William was always given best roles. William and Harry's relationship has been closely watched. Uh oh, there we go with the closely watched. The last the last time somebody was closely watched in that family. But anyway, closely watched over the last few years as once close brothers have drifted apart. Reports of huge feud have emerged, with many believing the brothers were struggling to work together, triggering the breakup of the Royal Foundation and leading to the formation of the Sussex Royal Foundation the last time they were seen in public, and then it cuts off from there. But anyway, you get what they're saying. So, well, it is what it is, isn't it? But it's not the jealousy on part of the Duke of Sussex. I think the Duke of Sussex was satisfied to have been a loyal, uh, I guess, companion to his brother in terms of being the next generation of royals, even though he realized that he certainly was not going to ever become king. It was very unlikely, but he was very dutiful and loyal not only to his brother, but to his father. Within reason, he wasn't going to allow his father to get him caught up in that cash for honors thing. And he was also incredibly loyal to the queen. Whether or not she deserved it, he was very loyal to her. And so there you have it. But this idea that it was vice versa, I'm just not buying that. Harry was satisfied just to serve, and not just serve the family, but when I say to serve, he was serving his mother's memory. He is the rightful heir to her legacy. So, you guys, yesterday someone said, when you showed the queen, that scared me. I certainly don't want to scare anybody today. I certainly don't want to do that. But as I'm speaking of the queen, I have to do this. So, incoming. Oh wait, incoming. I mean, some people see the queen one way, and this is how I see her. Incoming. Wait. So I got that out my system. Let's get back to the story. So supposedly, Harry is the jealous one. We all know better than that. Harry was satisfied to do the work, but the only thing that was missing from Prince Harry's life was a family of his own. Who wants to play third wheel or fifth wheel to the Cambridges when one can have a family of their own? That's what was missing. He needed a companion to help him navigate through this life that he was born into. That's what he needed. And his brother likely did everything under the sun to prevent his loyal and dutiful younger brother from being happy. He wasn't happy. He's never happy. He's always angry, and he wants everybody else to be unhappy. Let's see. The good Lord, now that I look at him, it seems like that hair has a little black in him. Now that would be a scandal. Lord Nappyhead, of course. They said he's got some roots from Jamaica. And that has, again, I see a little imitation of life. I'm seeing a little imitation of life. Thank you for the super sticker, by the way. And also, thank you. There we are. Chef Sandy Love, thank you for the super sticker. And happy Tuesday to you. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay, before I go on, I guess I need to get to some of these comments because they are stacking up. And Lewis, Sussex is as Commonwealth ambassador. They would be on, what is that? Solo? Is that solo visits? And flying around like the Queen in her early days. When will the couple see each other and child as a family? God don't sleep. Well, you know what? As I said, God will sometimes do for us what we can't do for ourselves. And so when they said no half in, no half out, whoo, boy, did the Lord save them from a lot of trouble. Just think how much more they would have gone through if they would have stayed in service of their family flying. But there would have been a lot of pressure on the Sussexes to keep returning to Narnia. Even after they have moved and stepped back, there's a lot of pressure. Could you imagine if they would have agreed to do like 50-50 service with that family, or even 90 to just 10% of the time working for that family would be like 100 times more than what the Cambridges are capable of, and it would have been a million times more trouble for the Sussexes. So I'm so glad that they would not accept that offer and that they refused it, and they are in sunny Montecito, California, living their best life. Thank you, Jesus. Ugh. Could you imagine? Let me see, Guy. They thought they were being so slick with their insults to the couple, especially Meghan, from wedding date of May 19th to the gift of former servant's cottage. Well, if you guys don't know, I believe what Pamela Porter is referring to is May 19th was the day that Henry VIII beheaded Anne Boleyn. So by giving them that wedding date, and FYI, the vault containing the remains of Henry VIII is just beneath the St. George's Chapel. Anne Boleyn is not buried there. She's buried at the chapel at the Tower of London. But Henry VIII and I think a couple of his wives and James II is buried there. So amongst many burials at that chapel, St. George's Chapel. So yeah, they were being slick. They were being slick. Willie is a man, baby is pathetic. He has always been jealous of Harry. No wonder he hates him, because Willie can't have what his brother has. Ain't that the truth? Okay, Marsha, you say those banger derangers are always trying to them Americans. about their own country. Also, those bangers, is that a bad word? Those bangers think that Americans care one crap about what they think. To the bangers, stay home. No U.S. for you. Is that a bad word? Carolyn Minter has Harry has always been more popular than William. Only the Queen has been more popular. And yes, the Queen wasn't more popular the whole time, though. Harry actually was outdoing the Queen until the negative campaign against her. Uh, okay, I've already seen that, right? Thank you again. And oh, let me scroll the other direction. That's what I need to do is go the other way. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to skip through a bunch of stuff. As a matter of fact, I need to go to the next slide. Prince William found it very difficult to play second favorite to popular Prince Harry. That story is dated 17 June 2021. Yes, he always found it difficult. Now, that is honest. Saying that Harry was the one troubled by William's popularity or whatever, no. It was William that was so jealous of his brother because people like Harry. People tolerate William because he's a future. It's not that they really care for him as a person. He's shallow, weak, Henry VIII, the stream live, well, not stream, but the YouTube channel Henry VIII said it months ago. She said it so many months ago, and I had to really think about it, and it made so much sense. I'm going to repeat what she said, not verbatim. I don't know exactly the words that she used. I don't recall, but she said that saying that a man is angry, using the term he's angry and furious all the time, that is a very weak man that they are trying to big up by reminding people that he's angry and he's furious and he's upset. And that is a way to big up a very small, weak individual, is to constantly refer to that person as being angry. He was angry. He was furious. That is a way that a PR team bigs that person up. That is a very weak individual on your screen right there. Weak. He went on a vacation to the Caribbean and just lost half of the flipping Commonwealth. Not only is he weak, he's dumb. He went on a vacation. Who goes on vacation and lose half the Commonwealth? He went on vacation. I could just imagine the queen sitting there in her saloon. Philip, Philip, Philip. I know I saw Philip, Philip, and only to find out that it was her grandson, the future. And then, of course, he would ask, "How was the trip to the Caribbean?" The Caribbean, only for her to find out that he just lost half the continent. Incoming. So he goes to the Caribbean and lost half the Commonwealth. Make that make sense. Make it believable. How did he do that? All he had to do was cosplay the Queen's last trip to the well, not the last trip, but all he had to do was cosplay 1962. That's all he had to do. Put on the white uniform, dance with the natives, etc., etc. What happens? This fool and lost half the Commonwealth. He done lost half the Commonwealth. How did you do that? How? How did you go on a vacation That'd be like me going on vacation and getting my house repossessed. How do you go on vacation and lose half the Commonwealth? And this is wait. I ain't done yet. This is the smart one. Don't forget that. He's the smart one. It's Harry that doesn't have good sense. This is the smart one. Now, God help us if they had actually sent somebody dumb. This is a smart one. Okay? This is the stable genius. This is the man who decided to create something called earworm, earthshot, something like that. And instead of like, having a typical outing or something like that, he decided to go dressed as a bottle of Mitchum Roll-On. Like I said, this is a smart one. Oh boy. So it's that seething jealousy. Jealous. Jealous of Prince Harry's accomplishments. Prince Harry is going to outdo you every time. He's smarter than you. He's more lovable. He's everything that you're not. Everything. Yes, cookies and cream. It's not surprising that so many negative articles are coming out about the Sussexes just before the Invictus Games and Meghan's podcast. The Unroyal family is trying everything possible to discredit them. Thank you, cookies and cream. You always get that right. You always get it right. Pamela Porter says, sometimes sometimes a no is really the best answer. They are free. Had H&M remain CW's what is he? Yeah, I get what you mean. Commonwealth countries in the Caribbean might not be moving ahead to disentangle. Ha ha, I get that one. Themselves the queen. Not the disentanglement. Oh, lordy, lordy. Okay, look at Mr. Sleeping Rough with a black man. And yes, you have to sleep rough with a black man. That is not doctor, but that is yeah. Oh, okay, let me get this right. That is Martin Luther Cambridge. Martin Luther Cambridge. No greater friend to people of color has there ever been than Martin Luther Cambridge. Thank you again for both of those super stickers, Sean. Okay. Oh, I just saw something about the Biden administration extending student loans. Very good. Okay. So, let me see. There's that. I got to get to moving, y'all, because I want to be finished within 2 hours, if that's at all possible. So, this okay. And then there's that. This was the day of the unveiling of the Diana sculpture, I believe. As you can see, Harry is warm and engaging, and just over his shoulder is that nut job back there called Prince William. Hi, Yvonne Clark. Yes, he was shaking that booty, wasn't he? But y'all, does anybody remember the let me see, the tail post Diana and Willie wanted to be a policeman to protect his mother? No, but Harry reminded him he had to be king. Oh, okay. I remember that part of it is when he said, but you'll be king or something like that. I do remember that. Anyway, so that was that slide. That was which one? That was huh. Okay. Oh man, I am okay. I gotta step it up, you guys. I have got to step it up. Let me see. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stole attention from Prince William and Kate Middleton. It happened before with Princess Diana. Okay, true. Nacho Figara shut down a reporter who implied Prince Harry left baby Archie too soon. That's his real brother right there. That is his real brother. Um, the other one, I don't know where he comes from or what his purpose in life is, other than the fact that he's a selfish, you know what. But that's his real brother. Nacho is the only brother that matters. That other one is a usurper and a pretender. That's Harry's real brother. And don't let anybody tell you different. Okay, hold on a second, you guys. Okay. I had to make myself comfortable because I'm going to dig in so I can get through these slides. But that's his real brother. And I can't wait, Kathy. I cannot wait because there's going to be so much material there. You know I'm going to have fun with that. You know I can't wait. I'm warming up for it. Okay, there you have Aspen Valley Polo Club. If you remember, that was the last time that we know of that the two of them were together. His real brother, Nacho Fagares. And next. Yeah, William's jealous. That's all I'm going to say. William is jealous. Yeah. Now, this is something, you know, the famous raindrop photo, right? The Cambridges have been trying desperately to take that moment away from the Sussexes. They have been trying, they have not succeeded. They have tried in vain to take that moment. But see, there's something about the magic of the Sussexes that cannot be duplicated, replicated. You just can't. You see that? They keep trying. Oh, they keep trying. Ooh, they keep trying. Not. Uh, Even the only people who can capture that magic is the Sussexes. They caught it once and they caught it a second time. The Sussexes, that is the real deal. Real. The other ones are pretenders. One nation indivisible. Harry, one of us. As the Italians said about Meghan, I am going to say it about Harry. Harry, one of us. Okay. And then there's Meghan Markle is the British royal family scapegoat. And that was written back in 2019. That is 2019. And it continues. This has been going on for years. And they just keep doing it. 2019. Prince Harry announces 1.5 million donation. Million charity donation from his memoir at surprise polo match appearance in Aspen. So if you guys remember, that happened that day when he was with his real brother, Nacho. Yes, Nacho, the Ralph Lauren, the genuine brother of Harry, and the real polo player who is a Ralph Lauren model and polo player as well. So he's real on so many fronts. A real brother, a real friend, and a real polo player who happens to be the model for Ralph Lauren. So yeah, this is the happiness. This is the happiness that William never wanted for his brother. He never wanted Harry to have these moments ever. As far as he was concerned, it was just as well if Harry was miserable, sad, disconnected, used like a cheap set of goods by his family. That was all William wanted for Harry. But as they say, God had other plans. Yes, go Nacho, go Nacho. Yep. Let me see. Hello, everyone. It's late today. Very busy morning. Mom had her medical checkup this morning. Hope you all are doing well today. Diana, where I am feeling extraordinary because these Invictus games are coming up. Yep, the Invictus games are coming up. So I'm happy. Everybody's happy. And I wish the best for you and your mom. All right. Anastasia Isabella said, they said that friends and even strangers can be there for you, uh, your own family, and it for you. Well, okay, I get it. And it's really true. Yes, it is. Okay. Next. That's Harry with, you know, thank goodness that's over with. Look at that. Uh, Not only are the Cambridges miserable with each other, but then they had to make Harry's life miserable. Not today, Satan. So let's move on here. Meghan and Harry urged to slow down projects. Sometimes things should wait. That's because they were embarrassing the Cambridges. That comes from August the 21st. I'm sorry, August the 19th, 2021. They need to slow down projects. In other words, try to be 50%. Can you please be 50%, Harry and Meghan? Because if not, you're going to compel the Cambridges to actually work, and they really don't want to do that. Uh huh. Right. Okay. Prince William Charles leaked news of Harry Meghan exit to divert attention. And that comes from July 4th, 2020. As I said earlier, I unpacked my receipts. Sometimes I go through my receipts just to see what I can find. And as I was unpacking receipts today, there was like all kind of stuff tumbling out that I need to hearken back to, or I need to remember, just just because. Okay, Miranda Rios, thank you so much for. I think you're a member now. Is that right? Okay, I see that on one screen and I don't see it on the other. I don't know why. Miranda Rios, member for 4 months. Okay, you've been a member for 4 months. The Sussexes are like a rare diamond. The Cambridges are like a cheap plastic ring from the 99-cent bin. Wiser words have never been spoken. Thank you so much. That's so odd. I see it on one screen and I don't see it on the other. The one that I'm actually working on, I can't find it, but thank you so much for that comment. Now, this is what gets me. As I was digging through my receipts, Robert Jobson said Prince Harry and Meghan Markle lose 700,000 Instagram followers in 1 year, while Prince William and Kate Middleton Kensington Royal account gains 1 million new fans, data reveals. Only for the Express, not known to be great friends of the Sussexes, to say Kate and William have more fake social media followers than Meghan and Harry, almost double. Kate Middleton and Prince William have double the fake followers on Instagram than Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have, according to new data. Hello, caller, are you there? Did y'all get all that? Did you all get all that? Will's fury at Megan's bullying, right? That was receipt number one for this particular thing. Here comes receipt number two. Palace staffers rescind Meghan Markle's bullying book claims, right? Because they never wanted anything against her in the first place. It wasn't that they actually rescinded. They just said, I'm out of this. Don't put me in the middle of that. They didn't ask to be put in the middle of it, and they wanted to make sure that their names were withdrawn before they even started. That was all to it. They lied. The whole bullying thing was a lie. Well, you already know this. That was a lie that they told so that they could disparage the Duchess of Sussex before the Oprah Winfrey interview. I know it. You know it. Everybody know it. The man on the moon know it. That was a big lie. Hey, B10 pal, I'm glad you're here today. So in this in the big picture, Harry is stronger, more attractive, more intelligent. He can run faster, jump higher, argue the best case, and he is the one living his best life. I don't know what William looks like. William running kind of looks like one of those outlines from a crime scene. You ever see how they do the chalk outline? Why does his running stance look like a chalk outline? He looks like when you run and you look like a crime scene, that's bad. You're probably not going to win you're probably not going to win the race. If your running stance looks like a chalk outline from a crime scene, you're not likely to catch up. And Harry, with the ease and the grace of a cheetah, not even a cheetah running, but just a cheetah jogging, just galloping along. Harry is so fast he can even look back. This is nothing for him. There's every bit of Harry, half of Harry, 50% of Harry is better than 100% of Will and what's her name? Why are they what can you tell me why this man looks like a crime scene chalk outline? I don't get that. He literally looks like there's been a he literally looks like a homicide is taking place. So I don't get it. How are you supposed to win? I don't know, but that's William. And you know, for what it's worth, you could say that he's a bit of a stiff. Now, usually when somebody says stiff, that means a dead person. Well, I guess he's not with us anymore because this man, his running stance looks like a homicide. He looks like somebody that fell from the 30th floor or somebody who was pushed from the 30th floor. I I don't know. I knew it was something strange about it, and it just struck me. And look at that! Look at that! Why is his knee? He's about to trip over himself. What? What? How is that running? Is he hopping or is he running? I mean, it just. Woo! I don't know what to make of that. Oh, good Lord. Anyway, this is why William is always going to lose. This is the man who went on vacation and lost half the Commonwealth. This is the man who went to go and comfort the people at the Ukrainian embassy and insulted the entire continent of Africa and Asia. This is the man. This is the man who went to a black tie event dressed as a bottle of Mitch and Roll-On. He just never gets it right. Some people decide when they marry, I'll take a wife. What did he take? He just never gets it right. He never gets it right. Poor guy. Oh well. Um, what can I say? That's our Willie. Okay, so I missed a bunch of comments here. Let me take a look back there. I see you. There's B10. Hi, B10. Diane Hawkins says Unroyal best get jobs since Harry and Meghan showed it possible. Even KP kids need to make sure they pay attention in class. Um, Unlike their parents, cause a time card is likely their future. I heard that, Diane. That's not shady. Okay, I'm scrolling back a bit, y'all. They had the nerves to slander a person with false charges of bullying. A year later, and crickets to this day, has anyone heard what the specific act of bullying were? We're still waiting. You know what? You are so right. K Costello, you said both Prince William and Mumbles were trying very hard to win, while Prince Harry could have bet their had could have beat them running backwards. Exactly. Okay. Scrolling back some more. Hi, B10. I'm glad I went back. Baron, I miss you guys, but life is tough. Let me see here, my friend. I get a peek here and there from time to time. Staying on pods for 30 minutes or more is tough for me these days. Well, B10, we're so glad you are here and we miss you. So, whatever you can do whenever, that is fine. But I know you have a busy life, and whatever time you can be here with us, I'll take it. So I'm glad. Okay, scrolling back the other way. Oh, thank you. I just saw that. B10 Pal, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you for being a constant source of support for this channel, not only with a super sticker here or there, but you are a member. And more importantly, the comments, even though I don't see them all, I'm glad you guys have a platform to speak with one another. With all of the Sussex channels, that is possible. Another reason to be jealous. The Sussexes made the top 100. And even though they tried to downplay it, even though they tried, I tell you who's not on the top 100 list, and that is the Cambridges. Okay, next. Prince Harry is playing a foolish game. The trouble with all this public soul searching is that after a while, the novelty begins to wear thin. She's not talking about William's head, by the way. She said the novelty wears thin, not the hair, the novelty. Okay. So, only for William to, why am I yelling? Only for William to have a mental health crisis of his own. He's so busy trying to copy Harry, he doesn't take time to observe the tabloids. If he would just look at the tabloids, the same ones that he allegedly calls from time to time, the calls are coming from inside the house. The calls are coming from inside the house. God, he's so creepy. Oh, I can't stand her. Anyway, if he would bother to read the tabloids after allegedly calling them, he would know that Harry had already done the mental health crisis conversation, a real conversation. So when you decide that you want to try to, I don't know, dodge your responsibility for things by pretending to have a crisis of your own, just remember, been there, done that. Okay? Harry is the one who's helping to educate the world. Harry is the one who is actually benefiting from self help. William is just trying to find some kind of platform so that he might be noticed. Because as we all know, the Earth flop was just that, the Earth flop. Everything that he does, like I said, the man went on vacation and lost half the Commonwealth. The man went on vacation and lost half the Commonwealth. How do you do that? How do you go on vacation one day and when you come back, half the Commonwealth has just said, we're out, we're moving on? Meghan Markle and Harry are a royal inspiration, no match for their love and happiness. Okay, so the Express, every so often, they try to gain the attention of the squad by saying something that makes sense and that everybody can agree with. Other than that, you're getting no points from us. So, one of the squatties on the Twitter said, in response to the thing about his mental health crisis, remember this one? Williams' mental health crisis. And look at the caption that they wrote. And that's why I said that thing about Archie's skin. When I saw that, I screamed. Woo! I'm telling you, I like to think that I'm fun, but it's some squatties out there that got something for you. It is some squatties out there that got something for you. Oh, no matter what I say, I'm sure that it's a squatty out there that is really gonna get to the root of it without any help from me or anybody else. They just go there. And that's why do you know how long I've been keeping this? I mean, I've had this for months because it was so funny. I didn't want to lose it. So I blocked that person's name and their Twitter account. I hope I blocked everything. But that tickled me to no end. That tickled me to no end. I love it. This is how you wear I guess you can call it aquamarine. That's how you wear that color. Number one, you make sure it fits. Number two, don't put it on backwards. Okay, got that? Number one, make sure it fits. Number two, don't put it on backwards, and you'll be okay. Oh man, you know what? Let me hurry up and get out of here because the shade has ticked up significantly, and I don't want to be that person. I'm just kidding. I do. Okay, next. Oh, I was done with that slide. So that's number one, two, three. Where is number four? I think I have to bring up number four again. Slide number four. We're almost there, you guys. We're almost there. I think this is the last one. Yeah. There we go. Wait, have I done that one? No, that's number. Oh, there it is. Aha, there it is. So these are some other photos I was hanging on to. I didn't even know why I needed this, except for one thing. I wanted to remember the look that Kate had on her face a week before Meghan returned to Narnia. Okay? I didn't want to forget that because 1 week later, the Duchess of Sussex showed up wearing this. Okay? That was a week after the Duchess of Cambridge was seen walking on the high street shopping. I don't know what she was shopping for. I can only imagine because Kate knew that her sister in law was returning from the United States. I'm sorry, they were in Canada at the time. And I don't know how she knew it, but I think somehow somebody must have tipped her off that the Duchess of Sussex was going to come back and give everybody in that family a lesson on how to dress as a princess of the realm. Okay? So that was Kate a week before the return of the victory tour, the last round of royal service for Sussexes. But a week before that, Kate wore this. A week before Meghan wore this, I'll never forget that as long as I live. 1 week before Meghan wore this famous outfit, this is what Kate wore to Ireland. Up in the valley of the jolly green giant. Hi, Sprout. Kate was cosplaying a can of sweet peas. I believe it was Ronnie Vanna. Ronnie Vanna said she's a one woman ecosystem. She has a whole ecosystem in that dress. Now I have nicknamed it Kate's Country Cottage Kitchen Curtains or Kate's Country Cottage Kitchen Curtains. That dress. She wore that 1 week. I promise you, I'm not making this up. Do the research if you want to. That trip to Ireland prior to the Sussexes returning to Narnia for that last round when she was seen out shopping. I guess I don't know, but she wore this a week before Meghan wore this. And I will never forget that. I won't let y'all forget it. And of course, when she's not cosplaying the Jolly Green Giant, she's wearing her Mary Poppins couture. And then some squatty, yeah, we're just getting into the home stretch with Petty right now. Some squatty on the Twitter noticed that there was a remarkable resemblance between Kate and whoever that character is. Again, last round for the day. We're being really petty, but thought I would share it with you. If you're not on Twitter, I just happened to see that, and I wanted you to see it too. Let me see. Kaden Williams tour, complete waste of time. Now, I forgot. I had another receipt that I was going to add to this saying that Kaden Williams was going to the Caribbean to solidify ties with the, whatever. But so it was supposed to be a comparison, but this is the other one. I forgot to add the first one. And of course, Judge Brown Jackson, Katanji Brown Jackson. That's it for the slides. I think that's where we started. Okay, so let's give some love to our faves. Ooh, I'm going to get out of here on time. Thank goodness. And that, of course, is the queen of everything. That is Doria, and our queen of hearts, Diana. And okay, since we're going to change pace and soon we're going to Ginger Avenger, let's have one more. Okay, over 900 on a Tuesday afternoon. I'll take it. Yes, the Mary Poppins couture. Yes, that is her Mary Poppins couture. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. The medicine go down. Oh man, I love my job. It's just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Anyway, you guys, Duchess of Success is coming up soon. Don't forget that Pedo was on earlier on Facts and 2 Cents. So make sure you support those channels. And oh yeah, and you guys, I don't say it enough. Thrive with Harry and Meghan. Don't forget to support those channels. Glorietta, thank you for the super sticker. Happy Tuesday to you. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. I am in such a good mood, you guys, because we are going to see at least Harry and hopefully the entire family for the Invictus Games. So be prepared to smile so much that the corners of your mouth are going to be touching your ears. Okay, don't smile that much. But you all are in for a fantastic ride, thanks to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, thanks to Harry with his Invictus Games. And so, with that, who wants the final thought of the day? And then we are going to Ginger Avenger ourselves out of here. Anybody? Who's got that for me? Nope. Well, anyway, thank you, Karen, for being here. Yeah, I know. I just don't want the final thought to be a compliment. I want it to be something that will unify all of us and bring us together. Okay, Mo Shannon, I think that's it. Invictus, Invictus, Invictus. Okay, Q, Ginger Avenger. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you all. It has been a fantastic live stream. I'm so pleased. I mean, the interaction with everyone has been profound and lovely and perfect. You lost what? I could just imagine the Queen's fury when she found out that her future grandson went to the Commonwealth, went to the Caribbean, and lost half the Commonwealth. Now, I have seen this photo of the Queen waving that finger many times, but I think if anybody ever deserved it, it was William. If anybody ever had it coming, it had to be William. It just had to be. Um, I know. I love this photo. I mean, they always use that with those like memes and stuff, but it is too funny. But I cannot help but think that if there was ever a need for that, although the queen is getting on in years and she probably won't be waving that finger like that anymore. But if anybody deserved to see it, that's our William. Anyway, guys, thanks a lot. Um, I guess you guys stick around after the just to see, but it is time to move on. You guys go on and enjoy your day, enjoy the other channels and everything. I have to say, you guys, yeah, you're awesome, and I love what I'm doing. And I'm glad that we have this platform. I'm glad for the squad because just as much as people say that they need the squad, being a content creator, I need you guys even more because this is the only thing that has given me peace of mind in these otherwise very weird times that we're in. So thank you for that. And I will see you all tomorrow.